Just a quick one on what you've achieved in your second spell with the club. I mean, just talk us through, when you first walked back through the doors, did you think you'll go on to achieve what you have and be in this situation?
Honestly, I did. I honestly thought that if I could get it going, I'd get a team challenging around the top of the league. That's what I planned. I think for most of my career, I've sort of been closer to that than the bottom, even though I've had to come back here a couple of times and take over a team near the bottom. I always felt that if I could get a chance to get it done. But on that journey, you need to make sure that your recruitment's good. You sign a few players. We signed a couple of Czech boys on the journey who've been brilliant for us. You know, we took Jared Bowen from the Championship, who's, you know, gone on to do great things. Sometimes you need bits of that for all those things to happen. Is it luck? Is it by plan or design? I hope it's a bit of both. Sometimes it doesn't always go right when you're a manager. You know, for the majority of managers, it's very difficult for things to go right. But I always felt that if I could get it going here, I did think that I could get a team challenging. I think now we're challenging. We challenged last year. We're still challenging this year. I think the job to keep it going is the hardest bit. You know, how do you maintain that? How do you go again? And so often you hear the really top players who've been fortunate enough to win trophies or league titles turn around and say, well, we've won that one, it's gone now, we need to think about winning the next one. So rather than dwelling too much on the one they've won. So I've got a wee bit of that. We can't dwell on how well we done last year. We've got to try and do it again, and hopefully we finish well this year, and we'll not be dwelling on that. We'll need to move on and see how we can continue to build and keep growing West Ham.
It's been some journey. I remember when you started out at Preston with Gary Peters. I mean, it's been one of those sort of times that you must really look forward to matches like this, because it's been the culmination of plenty of hard work, I would guess.
Yeah. I don't think you get the longevity in football nowadays if you don't put the hard work in the hours, and that's what comes from it. And what you hope somewhere is that you get a few cup finals, you win a few trophies along the way. But there's lots and lots of managers who do it and don't. And I've still got a long way to go. I've got to win a two-legged semi-final. And then I would need to, if I was good enough to do that, then I would need to try and win a final. So from my point of view, there's still a long way to go. But I think to bring West Ham from where it's been to where we are today is huge. And it's a huge thing for the club. And you know, the people who follow West Ham and know West Ham far better than I do, you know, they'll be the ones who'll tell you, you know, this is, you know, get to a semi-final of a European competition and giving myself a real chance of getting to a final is something really special. It's not easy to do.
And just finally, you said that you've given yourselves a real chance. Can you go on and do it? Is there genuine belief?
I think so, yeah. I think when the tournament started, people were asking me about, do you think you can, you know, you're one of the favourites in the tournament? And I was saying, no, what a load of rubbish. Because all the Champions League teams were to drop in. So we done a really good job in the group. You know, the whole squad done a brilliant job in getting us through the group and winning the group. And then we've had two huge ties, which all the teams are going to have. So we're now in a position where we're saying it's semi-final. You know, I think you would always like the second leg probably at home, but we're at home and we have to deal with that, and then deal with a second leg away from home as well. But I think we're in a good place, and I think we have to try and challenge to get to the final.